What are you gonna do?
We're gonna hang out. I'm gonna watch a movie. I'm gonna take some pictures. And then I'll pay you.
Yo! Craig Ritchie did a yo the other day.
Yo.
I see you, Craig. 24.3 wrapped up a couple of weeks ago, and you may have seen the video there with John Young critiquing my own workout at 24.3, but now it's time for everybody else. Got like 20 people on here, one of which you're gonna know likely, but I don't know that. Maybe you know some of these people. If you know some of these people, send the video their way and give them the tips on how they can get a little bit better, because that's what this is all about. Remember, when you're judging somebody, I don't know any of these people, and you shouldn't know the person in front of you, whether it's your mom, your dad, your sister, your brother, your uncle, your doctor, your dentist, your teacher, whoever. It doesn't matter! The second that they start moving, they are just a blob, an amorphous blob of stuff who has order of operations that need to be completed. Hip crease below the knee, elbow extended over the shoulder, over the hip, over the heel, and all that stuff, so you're in alignment when viewed from a side profile. I don't know any of these people. Treat them as such. Now here are some tips from somebody who I have no idea who she is.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing the CrossFit Open Workout 24.3. So the typical standard in CrossFit is that your hip crease has to go past your knee. Now here you'll see I am not going past parallel. I'm going right at 90 or right above 90 because of my knee. I have not been doing any squats. Like if I was inputting the score, they would be like no rep, no rep, no rep.
I included that because number one, I like these vlog style things. I got another one somewhere in here. Number two, it's not very often where I see a video where they're doing an open workout, have it listed as an open workout, aren't holding the movement standards, and then also address the fact that they aren't holding the movement standards, and then say that they aren't putting the score in. So that was just cool. Now for some stuff that's even more less cool. I always like looking around these gyms. Look at that mural on the background. And this guy, that first rep, not very close. That second rep, you can kind of clearly tell that he is not indeed alpha. He is not getting his chest to the bar. And yeah, I read his shirt there. It says alpha. And this dude is just standing there. He is walking around. He's not paying attention anymore. You knew that there was going to be something going on here when you saw the collared shirt. Now, I don't know where he's off to, but clearly he isn't the judge. You thought he was the judge. That guy doesn't touch his chest. He's being replaced by somebody else. I don't know what he's saying. It isn't in English. He isn't getting his chest to the bar. I let this one play out a little bit because this dude's saying something to him. They've rotated judges. He's not touching his chest to the bar. I believe that the collared shirt man comes back. Yeah, collared shirt man is back. Still, that one's the worst of all of the chest to bar pull-ups that we've seen thus far. Here we go for another attempt. Nowhere near. Oh, he's going for a 2. Yeah, and the second of those 2 is even, and that's why I let it play out, because now we see that they were counting those reps. Oh look, someone we know, just above parallel, that pause right there. See how when it like unfreezes, that one was right at parallel. This one has the bar out in front of her body with the hips behind the body. She's in that super hyper extended position, so you know the hips aren't extended and the bar is out in front of the body. Remember, Brooke completed this workout, was unable to complete it because she has some sort of a shoulder injury from falling on some ice. That doesn't mean that she can't do this, which she squats below parallel. Right there, you can see she can do it, and when you compare the 2 squats, and also look at she's out in front of the body from there too. You got Will Morad just looking at her from that side profile. Looks like the chest to bar pull-ups are okay. Those again, her hips are behind her body. She's kind of living in that like hyperextended, lordosis sort of position. And I think after a little bit, she does some of the heavier barbell. She doesn't do any of the bar muscle-ups because of the shoulder injury. She's wearing some Victory grips on like the frog grips. Here we go. I think I freeze one of these. There it is. That is what it looks like when the bar is over your body. And if you put that, compare it to one of those other, I think there's another one here somewhere. Look at that position right there. See that? That's what it looks like when the bar is over the midline of Brooke Wells' body. When you show that you can do it in a certain position, it makes the ones where she is not doing it look even worse. This guy, that bar muscle up right there, I replayed it because as you watch this thing play out, I have never really included shorts. People are like, look at my 24.3, and this dude's like 24.3, crazy super hype reel, where at the end of it, I'm taking my bar from my rack, which I'm not allowed to do. Here's the workout, and I'm doing chest to bars that look like this. Oh, look at that box back there. It's almost like this muscle up where he's going straight up. He jumped up from a box and he tried to cut it out, but then he leaves the box in another image. I hope you guys understand what I'm saying there. It's like, why is he going straight up on a bar muscle up? Well, it's probably because he isn't doing a bar muscle up. He has his grips on, taking the bar from a rack. Yeah, I just replayed it because it is a YouTube short. I've never really looked at these shorts. I told Alexis this morning there was a bunch of gold in the YouTube shorts as far as open workouts were. Fit Online Coach something or another. Here's some dude who it looks like to be a garage. I don't know, we're gonna see what he's up to. I don't even remember at this point. Yeah, the bar is about 15 feet out in front of his body. None of these repetitions count. I like your compression shorts, but you're also not squatting below parallel. Our intro vlogger chick would not have approved of these thrusters for multiple reasons, but mine is how far out the bar is in front of your body. This guy too. There's two dudes in here. This is one of the two dudes where it's like, yeah, this dude's on steroids. You can tell just by the way he's moving around, not squatting below parallel. Here's your second angle. Mr. Juice Man himself, not getting his hips below his knees. Who do we got next? Oh, this guy. I just liked this guy because he got a setup with a little trampoline in the background, so you know he's probably got a kid. He's on his deck. He's got a pull-up bar above that door, and I just like to see people who are doing the CrossFit Open in spaces like this, where it's kind of like what I feel is the original intent of the Open. You can do the workouts anywhere. He's getting just below parallel on those squats. Don't believe me, I guess I could freeze frame it, but I have done that already. He's just below parallel. He's doing his pull-ups one at a time. He's clearly touching his chest to the bar. He's in the, I checked it was like the 40 to 44-year-old division, and I just like to see that sort of stuff. Here we have another guy. I don't like to see this sort of stuff. The irony here is that it says move with a purpose behind him. You see that he's got those valgus knees. They're about touching one another. He's falling apart. He's got a judge there. Now, there is something cool about this video. Now, I hate seeing move with a purpose. The bar's out in front of him. His elbows are still bent. It looks like this is the first workout that he's ever done in an affiliate, which if you look back on it 5 years from now and he goes, my first workout was 24.3, and he sees that this is what he looks like and he kind of moves much better 5 years from now, this would be a cool instance for him. He's also not touching his chest at the bar, which is the standard on even the jumping pull-ups. So it looks like he's using a lighter barbell. I'm assuming this is the scaled variation. He is not touching his chest to the bar on those. Now he has two people sitting there, and there is a portion here where you can tell that the dude in the black shirt completing the workout is listening to this dude in the white shirt who came up to him. And I listened back and it says, get your head through the bar. And you can tell when he gets up and overhead now, he is already making slight improvements. So maybe that move with a purpose thing plastered on the back wall means something to these people at this affiliate. And we got this guy. He's starting where he's supposed to, way the hell over here. Walks on over to his bar. It's supposed to be 5 feet away or so. And you can clearly see that he's wearing all gray, which apparently is much easier to see than all black. He's not getting his hip crease below his knee on any single one of these reps. What I do like is that he takes a strategic break right here, and although he isn't completed full range of motion, so when you take into account like work capacity, which is distance moving the bar times load equals output of some sort of output, I don't know the exact formula, but he is taking the break because he wants to, not blow up. But he should also be squatting below parallel. So none of these repetitions count. What is this guy all about? Oh, this is the guy that I thought looked like Jada Coons.
Oh, well.
I don't have any evidence about this, but I'd have to say that Jada Coons could probably lock his elbows out over his head. That the way that this guy cannot. What does that say? Cheeto Hino. This is him doing the open workout. Squat looks pretty good, but not one of these have his elbows locking out. Now it gets kind of much more impressive. Hold up, he's getting over to his pull-up bar. I like these free suspended pull-up bars. He goes strict. And although he's going strict, he still has to touch his chest to the bar. You can do him strict, that's cool. You also have to extend your elbows at the bottom of the pull-up. So all of these pull-ups are no reps. All of those squats were no reps. And this dude's entire workout, read his shirt. It says,
oh, well.
Pulls live forever. And this is just one of those crazy sweatshirts that you see in the CrossFit world. These pull-ups don't count. Just like I said, although you're doing them strict, you still need to extend your elbows on the bottom. All you need to do is turn around, and the whole workout would have been much easier to see. I don't know why he is getting on this side of the bar all you had to do is go back and forth. I don't understand. I thought he was wearing a Monster shirt, this guy. You can see he's not squatting below parallel. Overhead position, he's right about there. It looks like his elbows are still a little bit soft. Looking around, everyone else is kind of hitting the movement standards. That's something I like to do. When one person has a video camera up and no one else knows they're getting recorded, look at everybody else. This chick and all these people brought all their weights out to this random bridge, okay? Now, although she did that and is all set up, she still isn't squatting below parallel. She's right there. but right there is not below parallel. Now here she comes. Over to a random pull-up bar, which I don't think is probably even a pull-up bar, but they are supposed to be chest-to-bar pull-ups. There is no variation in here. Sorry. When you're doing the scaled variation, it's jumping chest-to-bar for your first 5 rounds, and then on your second 5 of the 10 rounds, you are to be doing chin over the bar, which I thought was interesting. This is also interesting. Look at this. This chick's in her house. There's a rower there, there's a couch to the right, her kitchen's in the background. Smashing these, she's wearing all black. And if I had to bet, it doesn't actually look like she's going below parallel on these squats. But I did want to include this one because she has a pull-up bar, and she looks like she's totally capable of doing pull-ups. And this is a variation that you kind of see all over the world when they're scaling it without using the recommended CrossFit scaling options. This chick, not squatting below parallel. Not squatting below parallel. Remember I told you just a second ago that there is no variation where there is a chin over the bar pull-up until you're on the back half. That was her first pull-up. You can't be doing chin over the bar pull-ups. Your workout would stop after you completed your 10 thrusters. And it looks like that's a scaled weight, or maybe it's a foundational weight. But she's doing the open workout. She looks like she's having a good time. I believe she even tries to like flip her grip to see if that helps out. She's thinking about something or another. But remember, the only way you can track your progress is if these repetitions aren't counted, because if you get one in the future, that's how you know that you're getting better at the open workouts. This chick I included because she's got the Gracie Walton feet over the bar, chest to bar pull-up, which I don't believe that there is any rule against where your feet can go when you're doing chest to bar pull-ups. It's only something explicit when you're doing bar muscle-ups. But this chick somehow has perfected, I think her name's Hannah. I think I remember her name is Hannah. There's no variation where you're doing dumbbell thrusters. No variation. I don't know what this is all about. Here is one of those shorts that I was talking about. I found some gold in the shorts where this person's just super bent over. The hips are inches above the knee. That is not a repetition. It is a cool hype reel that you see a bunch of these people doing. And look, more rows. And when you're doing your rows, I would recommend like dropping your shoulders and pulling it more towards your belly button. Here is some more of those thrusters in action where you're just nowhere near getting below parallel. Drop the weight, focus on movement, move for the purpose like that person from earlier. Here's individual number 2 that's clearly on steroids. You can just tell by the way some people move. Like, you watch me move a little bit, and you can say, wow, on a scale from people who move, you can clearly tell that they're not on steroids, like Justin Medeiros, to people like Andrew Hiller, who you know are using steroids. This dude's on the Andrew Hiller and then some side of the spectrum. Like, he just doesn't look like he fits within his own skin. Just like this dude. He actually gets to the bar muscle-ups and has a pretty respectable score, but he doesn't get to the bar muscle-ups because not one of these squats in the earlier rounds count. I looked at some of his squats with the heavier bar, and then he gets below parallel on those, so similar to Brooke Wells, you show you can do it later. It is irrelevant whether or not you can do it, because if you are not doing it, then these repetitions don't count. Where's your judge? Holding the camera, moving around with you? This chick's thruster, oh, I remember what this chick did. Yeah, this chick's thrusters look great. Picture perfect thrusters, however, the pull-ups, nope, that one did not touch. Nope, that did not touch. These are her first set of what are supposed to be chest-to-bar pull-ups. And for the third time in this video, I will remind you that there is no scaled version. There's no version of the workout where you're just doing pull-ups to start. Now, I know from having run the affiliate that there are a handful of people who think, oh, chest near bar. No. It's chest literally touches the bar below the clavicle. That is the standard here. Here are some people wearing all black. And this is why it's hard to see people who wear all black. Now, this dude on the right is actually the one submitting the video. But he's actually got these gloves on. Those gloves are nuts. But he's not going to be the one that we pay attention to. Look at the chick in the far left. All black pull-up bar, not the greatest camera. She's not touching her chest to the bar, I don't think. And I'm actually pretty sure she ain't touching her chest to the bar, and this isn't who the video is supposed to be for. But that dude right in front of her is giving her repetitions, and he should not be. But it's really hard to tell. 4:19! It is 4:19 in the morning, alarme, eating breakfast. Looks like some sort of marshmallow concoction. Watch me drink my coffee, and I'm gonna come on over here and I'm gonna soap up my loofah scrubber thingy-majiggy, and it's 4:19 in the morning, doing my dishes at 4:19 a.m. I don't really know why. And also, this is one of those vlogs, like that intro vlog where all this stuff is going on. And trust me, there's a purpose to seeing this. It looks like she puts on some sort of a construction hat. It looks like there's that visor where you're gonna go do some welding. Oh look, welding plates. No, she transition into the gym, puts on her welding hat, warming up, shows you she knows how to squat. This is what we're here for. Remember, the first 5 rounds are chest to bar jumping, Then the second 5 rounds are pull-ups, just chin over the bar, pull-ups. But the chin ain't getting over the bar. The chin ain't getting over the bar. So I thought that was just like one of those fun vlog videos. 24.3 videos, better late than never, right? You came for the Brooke wells, but you stayed for everybody else. And hopefully if you're one of those people who have people around you, you can always be telling them, hey, now I know that you are an amorphous blob. Andrew Hiller said so. I don't know you any longer. The second 3, 2, 1, go, hit 0. You are not my husband. You are not my sister. You are not my brother. I don't know you. I don't know you! You don't know me. The obligation that we have to one another is to uphold the movement standards. Hip crease below the knee, elbow locked out from a side profile, all that good stuff. These are merely examples of things that people could be doing better. And remember, these are all people that are currently on the leaderboard because apparently nobody knows how to move anymore. Send this to these people and tell them how to move. Share this video around, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'll make more videos like this stuff. And don't stop posting your videos, because I'll find them anyway. Andrew Hiller, out.
Over now.
Please smash that like button, no one touches there now.
Yesterday, he said tomorrow. So just do it! Make your dreams come true! Just do it! Some people dream of success, while you're gonna wake up and work hard at it. Nothing is impossible. No, what are you waiting for? Do it!